Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, the Ravens might be in a little bit of problems. Look, everybody has been talking about the OBJ injury because, of course, as fans, our minds naturally go to offense. And he was the big acquisition during the offseason, especially an offseason riddled with dismay, fear of Lamar and the Ravens parting ways. So that's why all eyes have been on the OBJ injury. That means media, fans, whatever else it is. But the one injury that no one's bringing up really, that is actually very concerning, is Odafe Oweh. Do you know why it's a problem? And do you know why it's unsettling? And do you know why it gives me a queasy feeling in the bottom of my stomach? I'll tell you why. Because as we've seen, the pass rush has been less than spectacular. I mean, you're going to have guys that watch tape and be like, oh, he's doing fine. He's getting pressures and blah, 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 blah. He's not finishing the play. Let's be real. He's not. We've seen him multiple times have the quarterback and grab the quarterback and shakes him off, and then the quarterback makes a play, completes a 10-yard pass. So that's where that is. But here's the thing. We're already razor thin at pass rushers. And that's fact. And when we're looking at him, Ojabo, now Clowney, who else is in there? Tyus ain't back. So we can ill afford to have him missing time. Because as much as I say that he needs to get better, he needs to finish the plays, he needs to be a heat-seeking missile, right? We don't have really anybody else. And I mean, we really don't have nobody else. Now, Clowney looked good last week, but Clowney is not a natural pass rusher. That's not what he does. That's not where he shines. I think the best season he ever had was 9.5, and what's his name last year had about 9.5. And that was Clowney's best season. And Clowney's like a pinch hitter. Or, you know what I'm saying? He comes in the clutch. Because you're not expecting him to play continuous, long stretches. That's not what you brought him here for. But now, we're probably going to have to see that happen. And we might end up burning him out if always missing time and him not being as able or successful as the games start to pile on. That's a problem. That's a problem. We've seen it with what's his name last season. He started off hot. He's one of the highest sackers in the league. But they were leaning on him too much for his age. They weren't giving him no previews in almost every play. Justin Houston. And then he hit a wall. It's like, yo, man, you know, his body can only. I mean, he was helping. He was helping other guys get sacked. He was getting close, like how Oweh does. But guess what ended up happening? He a lot of that steam will get out of his sails. We don't need that happening to Clowney. This is the specific reason why I was so against the letting go Justin Houston. Because what they should have done, what they could have done, was bring in Clowney and retain Houston with an Ojabo, with an Oweh. Why? Because you have Tyus and other people coming off an injury. That's why. You don't know what you're going to get back from them when they get back. That's why. That's the common sense thing to do because that's what common sense says. That's why. So now we're on a precipice of a shaky ground of, starting out great. How well do you finish? See, that should be the fear in every Ravens mind. We could start this season off 8-0. Every everyone, the Ravens look like the best team in the league. They're world beaters. They're doing it even with injuries. Oh, look how spectacular Lamar is. Look how spectacular the O-line is. Look how spectacular John Harbaugh is. Oh, he's such a great coach. Oh, yes, Hall of Fame, 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 Hall of Fame. And guess what? If they lose half the games after, all of those adulation and accolades and praise goes quickly away. Then you start doubting yourself because you're like, man, we're losing against teams we're supposed to beat. We can't put them away. Why? Because you don't have no pass rush to put away the passer. Why? Because somehow the quarterback feels comfortable in the pocket and is making these long plays, extended plays, and getting it to his playmakers. That's why. And that could plague us. See, I know. I make a lot of jokes. I know. I like laughing. But these are one of the times where I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, this is not a laughing matter. And on top of it all, like I said in the last video, Odafe Oweh has been placed on IR. You know, I really want to say this. Something has to be done with our strength and conditioning. At what point do we look at it and say, look, it can't just be one guy. Something has to give. Listen, our guys are dropping like flies. Now, to be fair, because I like to tell a story in its entirety. I don't like to leave out any context. The Odafe Oweh, the people are saying that it could be a play to get other people on the team. It might be a Ravens way of working to keep him on the team and all this type of stuff because we have a lot of safeties, whatever else it is, and they don't want to let him go, so they're placing him on IR so they can keep him on the team and blah, 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 blah. Someone even said that it could be from him stopping him from getting to his escalators. But that's never been what Ravens have ever done. The Ravens have always been a team that has actually, from what I've seen, tried to help players reach their escalators in their contracts. So I don't believe that, of course. But we don't know what's going on. But he is on IR, and all we can do is what? Wonder why. And if it's an injury after he played an entire game and looked very spry, I might add, that's a problem. Because now, you forget, Marcus Williams is still out with the pack. He's not coming back at 100%, guys. Marcus Williams, when he decides to come back, will only be at roughly 80%, and that's the best. He needs surgery. They're just seeing if he can hold off on the surgery till after the season. That's a problem. See what I'm saying? So our guys are starting to drop like flies in our strong positions. Safety was supposed to be a position where we shined. Our best safety's down. Thank God that Patrick Queen, Roquan, Clowney, you know what I mean, are playing lights out right now. They're playing absolutely lights out. But, you know what I mean? This is something that we need to be watching. Oweh is needed. If they need to rest him 2 games, fine. I'm cool with that. Even for a game, I'm cool with that. But if he starts missing more time than that, this can become very, very problematic because we're already having trouble getting to the quarterback. And if we leave Clowney in there and use up all of that fairy dust at the beginning of the season, he'll have nothing left on the back end. And that's the scariest part of it all. Winning games can end up hurting us in the long run. But I will say this. That just means that probably the offense is going to have to carry and shoulder more of the load, which I think they'll be up for. But even that, with the injuries to the O-line, even though the O-line's been playing much better, with the backups, and the injury to OBJ, even though he's not dating Kim K, who was in walking, talking, evil, slighted, bad luck, juju talisman, we're hoping everyone else can stay healthy. Even Mark Andrews is dinged up. Oweh, get well soon. Get well soon. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of absolute content goodness available for your consumption. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And If you would like to donate to the channel to help with new equipment and stuff like that for better content, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. You're